So a video from this woman that's caused a big ruckus on the Twitters, and we got to talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about conservative pundit author Matt Walsh retweeting a video from TikTok of a woman talking about her day and night as a 29-year-old single childless woman. Now, this has caused a big uproar on the platform formerly known as Twitter, now known as X. And I got to give my 2 cents because I don't think Matt Walsh hit the nail on the head. I think he was dead wrong. And I think that what she said was actually really good when you understand the context. Now, before I get into it, I understand that some may take it a different way. Like she was trying to attack women that have children and uplift her lifestyle as a single childless woman. But I don't think it's that way. I don't think it's that way. And she even said that it's not like that. Now, before we go any further, let's go ahead and get into the clip. If you want to see this clip and the other one I'm going to show in a minute, link, as always, will be in the description box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I am 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. And I danced and drank my little heart out, and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did that. And I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in bed for so long. And I was just scrolling on my phone and I saw a picture of shakshuka and I thought, you know what sounds really good? Maybe I'm gonna learn how to make shakshuka today. Because I have no plans and I don't have kids and I don't have a husband and I don't have errands to run. I can go to the grocery store and learn how to make shakshuka. So that's on my agenda today. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York. I'm also doing a rewatch of Normal People on Hulu, which is really spicy and I highly recommend. Weirdly, I'm into this documentary on Netflix about blue zone countries. So I've got a pretty stacked day. Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids and I should be further along at 29, almost 30, I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. And I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
Okay, so there you have it. That's the video right there. Now, Matt Walsh, as I said, retweeted it, and here's his commentary on it. And then after we read this, I'm going to get into my commentary. So he says, her life doesn't revolve around her family and kids. So instead, it revolves around TV shows and pop stars. Worst of all, she's too stupid to realize how depressing this is. Now, I think that was an out of bounds comment, and quite frankly, I think that he's really missing the point behind what she was saying. Now, she's going to clarify what she's talking about, but let me just explain it this way. You see, what's happening is a lot of women, when they get to be 28, 29, 30, they feel like they have no more time. They're out of time, and they got to figure out a way to make their life happen the way they want it to happen right away. They got to get that husband, get the house, get the babies, all of that. And when you rush, you tend to make bad decisions. You make impulsive decisions. So she might get married to some guy at age 31, a year or two from now. And this guy, he thinks, I got this hot girl and we're going to have a great life together, all this, that, and the third. But in reality, she was just rushing to find somebody. It didn't really matter who it was. Somebody that kind of fit her qualifications. It didn't really make a difference. And she may have a couple kids. She'll get married. She'll have 1 or 2 kids. And then 5 years in, it's over. The divorce happens. Now you got a split up home, kids going through custody battles, 50-50 custody, child support, alimony. Now y'all done bought a house together. Y'all done co-mingle funds. Y'all done bought cars. So at the end of your 5 years, you're going to be worse than when you started. All because you were rushing, because at age 29, you're thinking, I'm at the end of my rope. I don't have any more time left. I got to make it happen right now. And if it doesn't happen right now, I'm just not really a woman. I'm not really who I'm supposed to be. Society will frown upon me. Therefore, I got to make it happen. She's saying, look, if you are in that situation, enjoy your life. Enjoy what you have that someone who is married may not be able to enjoy. Now, she made clear to not try to attack married people. She was like, I understand you could do all of that and still be married, but I have the easy life. She's trying to focus on the ease in her life and the good things in her life, so women don't get caught up in comparing themselves to those that have what they want and acting like they're useless or just, people that are incomplete. Now, before I say anything else, let's get to the next piece here. This is her response to Matt in the comments. And some of y'all, not you guys that are watching, they're brilliant and you would never do things like this. But some people went and harassed this woman. If you hear the sound of my voice right now, do not harass this person. If you have any negative comments about her and what she said, you can talk to me in the comments. Leave them right here in this video. Do not harass this woman. Leave her alone. Okay? You can talk to me. Don't talk to her. All right? Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Julia and I'm 29 and single. Yesterday, someone named Matt Walsh decided to repost a TikTok video that I posted to his 2.4 million followers on X, formerly known as Twitter. And the way that his followers bullied me in the comments, reached out to me on social media, threatened me, was honestly abhorrent. Some of his followers said that I was going to die alone. I should actually die and never leave my house. I should be sexually assaulted. I'm pathetic. I'm a and that I was dead behind my eyes. Honestly, that one kind of made me laugh because I use Kosas concealer and I thought that it was working. No, but really, if you haven't watched the video, I suggest you watch it. It's all about how I, a 29-year-old single female, decided to spend my Saturday watching reality TV, learning how to cook shakshuka, and sleeping in until 10 a.m. And these people were really, really, really riled up about my choices on a Saturday. But here's the thing about social media. While it can be a really crazy place, which I experienced yesterday, it's a place where there's content for everyone. Here's who I'm creating content for. I'm creating content for people who are taking their time creating the lives that they want for themselves. Because it's the life that they want, not something that society has deemed correct. People who are feeling anxious in life because they haven't met their person yet or started a family, aren't rushing or settling to meet someone because some internet troll is telling them that they're going to die alone. And you know what? There's a 40 to 50% divorce rate in the US. And I believe that figuring out who you are first and foremost and meeting your partner at that point is going to decrease that divorce rate. And if you're lucky enough to have the family and friends and support that I do, none of us are going to die alone. And I believe that we're all going to meet our people and we're going to do it living life by our own terms. Life's too short to be living life figuring out what Matt Walsh wants us to do, or what some internet troll behind their keyboard is saying. If anyone is wondering, the shakshuka I made was delicious, and I'd love to share the recipe if anyone's interested.
So there you have it. I mean, I think she handled that pretty well. I think she most certainly handled that pretty well. And some are going to say, oh, you simping, ABL, you simping for her, all this and that. It's not even like that. You see, I just understand what these streets are all about. I've done it all. Been married, divorced. I've been in the streets. I done dated women in their 20s, 30s, maybe even the 40s. I done it all. I've done everything. There's nothing that I've really not done outside of the LGBT. I've not done no LGBT stuff, but everything else, I'd have been there. I'd have seen it all. And then something else. People were talking about her personal background, saying that she used to work for Tinder. And since she used to work for Tinder, then she's like a degenerate person. It's like, Tinder, really? Tinder is the most popular dating app in the world. 78 million users concurrent worldwide from every country on planet Earth. And I think in the US, there's like 7.8 or so, or 8 million users of Tinder. Tinder is the Walmart of dating apps. And chances are your wife at one point was on Tinder. You might have met your wife on Tinder. And if you didn't, and you met her on, let's say, a Hinge, you think you better? Hinge ain't nothing but the target to Tinder's Walmart. It's the same thing. It's all the same. And quite frankly, these are normie apps. There's other things out there that you don't even know about that I could say, but I ain't no snitch, so I digress. The whole point is, this is normie activity. Going to the Beyonce concert, partying, dancing, drinking, 29 years old. I mean, thankfully, I don't see any kids around. She's not a single mom, just out here making reckless decisions. Now, I'm not saying if you're a single mom, you make reckless decisions. You could have been married. I'm just saying she didn't have any kids, Has she been married? Probably not. So there's no divorce on the record, no kids. She's just trying to make sure that she's prepared to go to the next stage. Now, I would kind of part ways with her line of thinking, saying you should wait till you get to be older and then get married. That'll increase chances of being together. I'm not quite sure that's going to work. I think society has kind of infantilized us as adults. And in yesteryear, people would get married straight out of high school, 18 years old. They're both 18 years old. And then by the time they get to be 40, they already got a college graduate, maybe even grandkids. That's how it used to be, but now we're just waiting to be older. That's a typical, that's kind of where society is headed. So again, I'm not saying that I agree with the whole thing about getting older and being married, but what she's saying is how things are. This is reality. This is normie life. There's nothing that she said that was abnormal or weird or different. But I do understand those, as I close, I do understand those who got offended because they thought that she was trying to attack married people. I understand that point, and I think she was cognizant of how she may come off, which is why in the first video she was saying, I understand if you're married, you can do these things and all this and that. She's trying to be sensitive towards married people, but saying at the same time, hey, if you're 29 years old, don't rush. And that is a real thing. I've come across some 29-year-olds, and it's night and day. Dating a woman that's 26 is different than 29. At 26, she still got a lot of time left. She's partying, living, having a good time, not really trying to settle down. But 29, it's like, hey, man, the party's over. Now I got to find, I thought that I would be better. Little girls have dreams about when they get to be adults, they're going to be married and have kids and all this and that, have that house, the American dream. So then in the college years, they kind of just going to school, having fun, partying. 24, 25, 26, same thing. 27, 28, it gets to be a little bit more serious. And then 29, it's like, okay, I'm at the end of my 20s. I'm about to be in my 30s. I'm about to be old, basically. And I don't have what I thought I would have. Now they start to get desperate, make bad decisions. And quite frankly, these bad decisions, bad desperation, they're going to hurt men and women, but they're going to hurt men the most. So a Matt Walsh or any other man should not be against what she was saying. They should champion it, and they should amplify it for other women in her same age group and same life scenario to hear. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what this woman was talking about as far as, just I'm 29, I'm living, all this, that, and the third? What is your opinion about what was said? What is your opinion about what Matt Walsh said and what others said to her in response? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I think what she was talking about is regular, basic, normie stuff. And I think what she said was a good message for women in her age group, because I've seen it. I've witnessed it with my own two eyes. I've seen it. I've experienced it. Women, they get to be 28, 29, and then they get desperate because they're at the end and they don't have what they want. The career's not going the way they want. They don't have any husband, no prospects for a husband, no children. And then they see on Insta snaps and the face chats their friends from high school being married, taking the kids to school for the first day. These things affect women. These things affect women, and it makes them make bad decisions. So I think what she said here was 100% on point, relevant, and needed in today's society. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.